Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this video, I wanted to talk about, basically not wasting your time with chicks. You understand? So I want to talk about you actually getting with girls and making the process of whatever you're doing go faster so you don't waste time with women. Because let's say, you're out here, you're dating, you're hollering at girls because, you want to go out with them and have sex with them, right? So the thing is, you don't want to necessarily talk to chicks and then, shit just doesn't go down and you've been wasting so much time trying to make shit go down when you could have just sped things up and done things faster to see if it actually would go down. And so if it doesn't go down, you say to yourself, well, it didn't go down, but I didn't waste so much time on this girl. And see, the thing is that there's a lot of guys who get with women or try to get with women and they waste too much time, right? So you'll have guys who even, let's say you'll be in the street and you try to talk to a girl or whatever, and I'll see guys, try to talk to a girl and they'll be just rambling on and on for like 5-10 minutes with some girl they met in the street or whatever, or even like, let's say at a party or at an event or whatever, just talking, and I'm just like, all right, dude, get to the point, get her number, give her your number, and keep it moving, right? And the thing is that you doing all that stuff where you're talking, and then nothing comes of it, then you just wasted all that time. Like, I remember I had a friend who met this chick on the street, and they were talking for maybe 15 minutes. Then they actually walked around to this park, and they were just hanging out and talking and chilling or whatever. So an hour goes by, and he's like, yo, I gotta head uptown or whatever. Give me a number. We should get together again and do this and make something happen, right? So then this chick tells him, she's like, oh, I can't, I have a boyfriend, right? So he wasted all his time on a chick who he's trying to really get with. And, she says, oh, I have a boyfriend. And of course she didn't tell him that from the jump because she was, probably liking the attention that he was giving him. That he was giving her, excuse me. So the thing is that, you got to understand that when you're dealing with chicks, you don't want to waste time. So let's say on like in a typical situation where, let's say a guy meets a girl, let's say in the street or whatever, you talk to her for maybe 30 seconds to 2 minutes, close the deal, get her information, right? Then you text her maybe the next day. Don't wait that whole, let me wait 3 days text her the next day. When she texts you back, you set up a date for later that week. You go on that date, then you start, flirting with her, getting all touchy-feely to test to see if she's feeling you, right? So you're doing all these things just quickly. You understand? You're not wasting a whole bunch of time. You're not sitting there getting her number, then talking to her on the phone for an hour, or waiting 3 days to call her, and then you call her, and you talk to her on the phone for an hour, and then you talk to her the whole week, and then you wait till next week to see her, and then you see her, and then you're just you're not getting sexual with her, you're not getting flirty or touchy-feely with her, so it's like everything is taking longer, and then what happens is that you're taking so long, and then you end up finding out that this girl is not feeling you, right? So, one thing for a lot of you guys that you should do, or you should be doing a lot, is let's say you're at a bar or at a club, or you're talking to some chick, or even a chick you're going on a first date with or whatever, is to try to get extremely flirty and touchy-feely quickly. You understand? So you're basically letting her know that you're trying to get all sexual with her quickly. Why do you do this? So that you can see how she's going to respond to that. So you can see if she's actually, into it, if she's actually into you. Because if she's into you, right, then she will respond, she'll be responding positively to you touching her and doing all this other stuff. So now you know, okay, yeah, this girl is headed in a direction where me and her will end up having sex at some point, you know, hopefully sooner than later, right? But the funny part is that, you know, there's a lot of guys who will say or think, they'll be like, oh, but, you know, what if it's too soon? You know, don't you have to build attraction? Don't you have to have some rapport with her and all this other crap? And the thing is, I keep saying this, like, you don't have to worry a lot of times too much about the whole building attraction stuff. Do you understand? Like, the thing is that, you know, if you are the type of guy who knows what he wants, who's confident, who, you know, basically lets the girl know, you know, verbally and physically that, you know, this is what he's trying to do, right? And, you know, if she's feeling you, she's going to let it happen. Now, if she's only feeling you somewhat, or she's not too sure, she's kind of like wishy-washy about it, then maybe, you know, spending a little bit more time might help her feel you. But the point is this, right? Do you want to waste that amount of time? How much time do you want to waste with these women? Because you can take it slow, and then there could be a chance that she is going to feel you more because you took it slow, or you quote unquote built that attraction. Or you could take it slow and quote unquote try to build that attraction or whatever, and she still could not fuck with you. You understand? Because you know, quote unquote, building attraction doesn't guarantee that, you know, she's going to get with you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of guys think, oh, well, I got to do the exact perfect thing to build the attraction, because if I do the exact perfect thing, then it's just going to happen because I built the attraction. And like, no, you can try to do all of that shit and some, you know, stuff still won't happen. I always say, you know, I say it's better to lose her now than to waste time and lose her later. I'll say that again. It's better to lose her now than to waste time and lose her later. So what that means is that it's better for me to, you know, while I'm in this situation now, to get all touchy-feely and then for her to be like backing away, versus, you know, me, you know, taking it all slow and trying to, you know, I'm not getting too touchy-feely yet. I'm trying to work my way towards it. I go on 2 or 3 dates or whatever. And then next, you know, she still is not down to make anything happen. You understand? So now it's like I wasted all that time and shit still didn't happen. So it's better to lose her now than to waste time and lose her later. You understand? So it's better to just do all that shit now. So, you know, you got to understand that, right? And the thing is, you know, when it comes to like guys thinking, oh, well, you got to take some time, you got to make her warm up to you, whatever. And the thing is, there are situations that, you know, she'll basically, you know, come around and be like, yeah, I'm kind of feeling this guy now, and shit could go down, right? But the thing is, you know, you got to make her do that on her time, not yours. So that means that you don't spend all your time trying to sort of get her or trying to convince her or whatever to get with you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you let those intentions be known now, and if she's not down with it, right, or if she, like, you know, acts all funny or whatever like that, you could just tell her, okay, look, this is what I'm trying to do. If you ain't trying to do that, you know, it is what it is at this point. All you really have to do when you're dealing with a chick and she's sort of like, oh, you know, I'm not really feeling this, or, oh, you know, I don't know, or, you know, I'm not really, like, let's say you're trying to get with a, like, you went on the first date, you're trying to go on a second date, and she's acting all like flaky, or she's acting disinterested, or let's say you're talking to a girl, you're flirting with her, and you're getting all touchy-feely, and she's like, oh, no, you know, you're moving too fast, and all this other stuff, right? What you can do is basically, and this is, you know, this gets you in the, basically the mind state or the mind frame of really, like, maximizing your results with women. But a lot of guys are scared to do this thing because, you know, they have like this lack of women around, or they don't have an abundance mentality. But the thing is that if a chick isn't doing, or she isn't moving at your pace, right? You need to like let her come around later on her own time. Meaning, let's say, for example, you messing with a chick and she's not being receptive to it. You could just be like, listen, I'm gonna just, you know, I'm gonna bounce, and you can call me when you change your mind. So basically, you leave her and say, look, I'm gonna be out, but call me when you change your mind. You understand? So like, let's say even if a girl hits you up, because sometimes you meet a girl, and this happens a lot. This happened to a couple of my friends too, where you meet a chick and, you know, everything seems cool that night. You get her number, you text her, whatever. And then, you know, you probably won't get back to you for like a day or two, and then she'll get back to you and she'll be like, oh, hey, you know, I had a good time, but, you know, right now, like you're trying to like set up a date or something, but she's like, right now I'm sort of in a different space right now. And, you know, I don't think I'm at that point where I really want to see somebody, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And it's just like, cool, call me when you change your mind, right? Because you don't got time to waste. I'm not going to try to, you know, text you back or convince you, or, you know, try to hit you back up next week again. And no, like, hit me up when you get your mind right. All right. You talking to a girl, you at a club or whatever, you at an event, you trying to take a chick home that night or whatever. And, you know, you're trying to get all touchy feely, and she's like, oh no, I don't really know you like that yet. And, oh, we can't do that. Cool. You know what? Listen, here's my number. Call me when you change your mind. Call me when you ready to make something happen. Right? Because the thing is, you're probably thinking at that moment, okay, well, let me try harder. Let me, try to take her on a date. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let me do that. And it's like, no, let her do it on her time. Let her get ready. Let her get her mind right. Tell her, hey, listen, hit me up when you're ready to do what I want to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? Holla at me when you're ready to do this thing. Don't sit there and try too hard, because the thing is, you can get with her or try to get with her and do all this extra shit, and you still won't get her. You still won't get sex. I had a friend who, he was really feeling this chick, and I was trying to tell the dude that the chick is playing games and shit, but he went on like 6 or 7 dates with this girl. Still never had sex. You understand? And then after like the 6th or 7th date, you know, he would hit her up and she just stopped calling him. She just stopped returning his call. She was ignoring his shit. And that was basically that. So he wasted all that time with this chick instead of, I was trying to tell him, I said, dude, like, really try to make this shit happen. And if she's not down, bounce. You understand? And tell her, like, listen, holla at me when you're ready to do what we supposed to be doing. It's really that simple. And you guys got to get into that mind frame of don't waste your time with these chicks. Because you got to ask yourself, when you're dealing with women, is like, how much time do I want to waste with this girl? You understand? Because I've been in those situations where, I spent a whole bunch of time and, doing this and doing that, and then nothing didn't happen. And it's just like, what the fuck was the point? You understand? I remember I was on a date with this chick. It was the second date, and I told her, I was like, yo, listen, the next time we see each other, right, I want to get you naked. So, me and you, we going to get down and, all that other shit. So I'm basically saying, look, next time I see you, we going to have some sex, right? So she's like, oh, what do you mean? And I'm like, yo, the next time I see you, I said exactly what I mean. The next time I see you, we're going to have sex. I'm going to get you naked. We're going to make this happen. Right? And then she was like, oh, well, is it like, what happens if I don't want to do that? And I said, well, if you don't want to do that, then we could just keep it moving. You understand what I'm saying? Right? And so the thing was, she kept it moving, right? And the thing is, I'm like cool with that shit because I'm like, I'm not trying to go out and see you again and we just chilling for what? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to waste any more time. And the thing is, you guys have to not waste time with these girls. You got to let them know what it is. And you're thinking like, oh, but maybe if you would have, just chill with her more and then built some attraction and then, wasted another 2 or 3 weeks and then maybe she would have get no. And it's like, and you got to think about this. When you are thinking that way, right? You're thinking in this, you're not thinking in an abundance mentality. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if you're scared to lose a chick, that means that you basically like don't have other women or you feel you can't get other women. So you have this scarcity mentality. You're like, oh, but no, let me wait. Let me try more things with this girl. It's like, for what? There's so many other girls who will make shit happen with you. Which is why you can do this stuff faster, because all you got to do is get with the girls who are going to do it, go at your pace. You're too busy trying to go at their pace, and this is why a lot of you guys lose out, because you're working on their pace, and you shouldn't be following any woman. You understand? So you got to basically get it into your mind, like, this is what I'm trying to do. You find the chicks who are down with your program, with how you want to move, and then you won't be wasting time. You feel me? So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, hit me up. Ask Mr. Lucario at gmail.com. I will holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. I'm gone. All right, now before you click off this video, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, I need you to click the link below to send me your questions, because if you have any questions, I'll answer them in a video. 2, click the link under that to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. It gives you 10 tips on how to attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Lucario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.